Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm James, and today marks a very special day for me. I am officially 18,250 days old. Do you know how old that is? Just kidding. Don't stop your video and open your calculator on your phone. It is 50 years. Today marks my 50th year on the face of this earth. And I'm excited about it. It's just a number, right? And I thought to myself, what better way to celebrate this milestone than to actually do something I've been telling myself I would do before I was 50. Now, I'm 50 today, so I guess I didn't hit that goal, but I am going to follow this venture either way. And I promised myself that I would create a YouTube channel and actually consistently post videos throughout the journey. So here I am. Now, in all fairness and full disclosure, this channel was created back in September of 2011 because my 5-year-old son wanted to partake in the Saltine Cracker Challenge. And we posted a video for that, which has since been deleted. And it drew, I think, 156 whopping views for 2.1 watch hours and 2 subscribers, which one I think was him. Needless to say, the channel never did anything because I wasn't persistent with it. I wasn't focused and I wasn't driven. That's changed. I'm here for the long haul. I'm focused on doing this because this is something for me. This is something new and challenging and exciting that I get to build and focus on. And this channel is going to kind of serve 2 purposes, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the primary purpose that we're going to start out with in this first, series of videos is, how do we start this channel? How do we decide what content we want to talk about? How do we outline our content or create a storyboard if you want to get that deep into it? How do we decide, from that storyboard, how we're going to shoot the videos? Is there just purely all A-roll? Is there B-roll, intro videos? How do you edit all that information and what software can you use? Do you want to use a paid software? Do you want to use a free software? Those are all things that we can discuss and look at, and I can share in the computer and we can actually walk through some of that stuff. More importantly is, what's the plan on monetization? I would love to get this channel monetized. That way we can invest the money back into this channel and make it a little bit nicer and have some better equipment. If it doesn't monetize, it's no big deal. It's not going to stop me. I'm still going to do this. And most importantly is what challenges do I face as I continue to do this? And ultimately, how do we persevere and come out on the other side, continue to move forward? And that's exciting for me is because I love the challenge. And I would love to have your feedback. Maybe you're already a current content creator and you can provide me some advice that's going to help me. Maybe you're aspiring to create your own channel and you'll go ahead and start and do it with me and we can do it together. You can tell me, hey, I'm starting my own channel too. Check it out. I'll be more than glad to subscribe to your channel, watch your videos, provide positive feedback or constructive criticism wherever it might land itself. That's what this whole community is about. How many times do we sit there and watch a video on how to do something real quick and we never put a like on it or we never leave a comment? We just get to the point, we get what we want and we get out. Well, think about the people that are creating that content and give them some feedback. It doesn't have to be me, it could be anybody. And more importantly, if you get bored when this video is over, after this video, you might get bored, not before. And after you subscribe and like, or even hit that bell, go ahead and search up Saltine Cracker Challenge. No pun intended, but it will crack you up at how ridiculous some of these people are. And if I can ever find that video of my son, I will share it again. So he may not be happy about it, but I will. Now, the second purpose of this channel is really just give you some backstory on my family and my life. I've reached a point in my life at 50 years where I got to start thinking about bigger and better things. I've spent the last several decades in my professional career training individuals, teaching people how to teach, how to train, how to present, how to talk to cameras. And, it's my turn, right? It's my turn to better myself and provide that information to others. But the primary second reason I'm creating this channel is very personal to me, but I want to be able to kind of build a legacy channel for myself. A little backstory is exactly exactly 5 months to the day, so April 28th of 2024, my father passed away. We all live in different states, but I was fortunate enough to be able to get down there and spend the last couple of days with him and have some conversations. And we've, obviously apologized for our differences and some of the things that have gone on in our lives, which I'm very fortunate that I was able to do that. But as I returned home from his passing, I've never properly grieved his passing. In all honesty, I don't even know what grieving is. He's the first family member to me that has ever passed that I've been around at least an age where I'd understand. I don't have any photo albums of myself and my father growing up. Someone else has all that. I don't have any videos that I can go back and watch and share the memories, whether it's a VHS tape or whatever it might have been with my children, which was very, very few and far. So my memories are everything that's here in my head and what I want to remember and perceive them as. And that may not always even be correct, because I only remember what I want to remember, correct? So as I look at my family and my children and grandchildren, it's difficult because we all don't live real close to each other and we don't get to see each other as much as we want. So my wife, Nikki, and I have been married for 24 years, and we've been together even longer than that. I've been with her over half my life. Prior to us getting married, I got married very young to my first wife before I was even 20. And I have two beautiful daughters, and they both have their children now. So I have 3 grandchildren, 2 granddaughters and a grandson. And then Nikki and we have 2 sons who are 18 and 21 and still live here with us. And that's okay. But I need to be able to film and record my life, our life as a whole, things we do, how we act, how do we communicate with each other, what do we look like. That way my family has something to come back to later on in life when I'm not here to remember it by. They can come out and say, hey, this is what your grandfather or your great-grandfather looked like. This is what he sounded like. These were his characteristics, his mannerism. These are all the crazy eyes and facial gestures he makes when he talks. So I do apologize about that, but it's just who I am. And I think that really serves a purpose in me continuing to create this channel. And I really hope you'll join us. But like I said, I have an 18-year-old son who just graduated from high school, who's still trying to figure out what's he want to do with his life. Those are conversations we can have. I've got a 21-year-old son who has autism. So if you ever want to talk about that, I've been through that whole journey from a toddler up to turning 21 and trying to get him on track so maybe he could have some small form of self-independence as he gets older and we're not around. So we have a lot of challenges that we've faced throughout our life so far, and I want to share those with you. As I mentioned with my 21-year-old son with autism, we took a hard stance when he was young, and we have absolutely never medicated him. We forced him, and he has full-on autism. He's not an Asperger's side. He's nonverbal for a very long time, but he found his voice. That was an amazing treat. Have a meltdown, how to try and deal with it. And those are all conversations we can have. But more importantly, I really want to be able to grow this channel and get enough subscribers where I can get my wife, Nikki, involved, because she is honestly an amazing woman with a small filter so she can be fun to be around, because you just never know what's going to come out of her mouth. And she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And, as she always says, she's older than I am, believe it or not. But she always says, I don't look a day older than 27, talking about herself, not me, because I look way older than 27. And I would love nothing more than to build this channel where we could do some live sessions, maybe some Q&A, have some community involvement. I think it'd be great. You know, we live out here by ourselves. We have no family around. It's just the four of us, plus my daughters that live in another state. So this is going to be a new sense of community. You know, I woke up this morning and realized this was something that I was going to do. So I threw on a shirt, took a shower, threw on a shirt, came straight out here to my little office in my shop. As you can see, not much here, as I said, and threw the camera up, and here we are. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video. You will think about liking and subscribing, and I really look forward to the opportunity to discuss a lot of these challenges with you. And if there's anything you want to talk about or would like discussed, put them in the comments. You know, but please give me some feedback. Would I do good? Would I do wrong? What can I work on? Because this is going to be a never-ending journey down a path that I want to get to. So thanks for joining me. But my wife and children are telling me that we're going to go to Big Shots Golf today and hit some golf balls and have a little fun, some family time. And I look forward to that because that's always fun to do. And I love spending time with my family. So maybe I'll capture some footage from that. We can use that in another video. But until then, I thank you for coming and watching. Please like and subscribe, provide me some comments and feedback, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks, and we'll see you. Goodbye.